Okay, so here's Wusik Station version 10, and I have progressed a lot in the code. I'm going to show a few things. The file browser is working now. I have added some icons in here. This is for the options, so we have the options here. Also the about box. The envelope is working correctly. And we have the filter envelope, which is also working correctly. I have added a bunch of sample player modules in this layer, so just to test the scrolling, and it's very fast, the scrolling. And I also finished the sample player code, so now we have this small sample player here, and then when I click open editor, I have the large sample player where I can set zones and edit waveform and stuff like that, so it's easier to use. And everything here is working correctly. I can adjust everything here. It's working. Can go back. The loading of the files is also working very nicely. Let me just load these guys here. I can use the next, the previous. But on the small editor here, the only thing you're going to see are those things. So to really edit it, you have to open the editor. Then you have more options for things. The file browser is also working correctly. It's just the same old code, but with a different visual. And it says here on the right, just like on Eve. Eve already had this. And it works very well. And if you resize everything is going to resize the file browser with a fixed maximum height. That's correct. Sorry. I can open and close very easily, and it always stays in the same position. It doesn't reset or anything. And the resizing is working very nice. Usually on my resolution, I will stay on this size. This is 1080p. And it's working correctly. And I added an options to enable, so I go here on options. I can use the parameter mouse wheel on shift. So right now the mouse wheel just scrolls the layer. And if I hold shift, I can adjust the parameter. Stuff like that. I can use shift to screw something in here, and everything else is pretty much working. So now I just have to do the design for the wave sequencer, which just like the sample player is a bit of work because I have to adjust all the positions, because if you resize the interface, it has to resize accordingly. So right now you can see that resized correctly. The same goes for the envelope and the knobs and the file browser. So everything's working that way. I changed the menus. They are all correctly working now. The dialogues also using the new interface. And everything is using the same font in here. So now I have to do the wave sequencer. And when I get to the modulation, I'll also add an option to show the modulation on the knob for the parameter. So that's going to look nice too. Then I have to do the interface for all the other types of sound generators. The tree oscillator, which is in this case going to be just the one oscillator and one noise, which you can add 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, or just 1 time. The audio looper, the raw wave oscillator, the super oscillator, and others that I don't recall everything right now. And it's going to have more options then. So, well, I think that's just a quick overview of the thing. It's already producing sound. I just have now to finish a few things up. I have to move my presets in here. I don't have any presets, but it's going to load all the V8, V9 presets, and also all the legacy V7 and down to V1 presets. V2, I think. V1 was a bank. I don't remember correct, but it's going to load anything that version 9 loaded, because the engine itself is not changing. It's just the interface and how the interface interacts. And it's just much faster now to do things, browse and load things and stuff like that. And the new code is easier for me to handle because I did it in a different way. So it's going to help stability too. I already found some potential problems while I was working on a new interface. And that's pretty much it. So I just hope you guys enjoy this, and soon it's going to be ready. Took a long time, but we all know the pandemic really slowed me down, and other things too. So it's moving nicely now, and I hope to have a beta version soon. So okay, thanks for watching.